Leonardo DiCaprio, a global Hollywood icon, has just turned 50. From the romantic young man in Titanic to a seasoned actor with countless unforgettable roles, Leo has always stayed at the top of his career. But what has kept the public guessing for years is why hasn't he gotten married yet? In today's video, we'll uncover the real reasons behind this mysterious personal choice. If you think Leonardo DiCaprio will never get married, type 1 in the comments. If you believe he might change his mind someday, type 0. Don't forget to watch the full video and hit subscribe to support us and never miss more fascinating Hollywood stories. Beneath the spotlight of his illustrious career, Leonardo DiCaprio's private life has always been a subject of great public interest, especially when it comes to his love life. At 50 years old, he has never married, a decision that has left many people curious and eager to understand. In today's video, we'll take a closer look at the personal reasons behind this choice based on Leo's rare but sincere revelations. From a boy growing up in the tough neighborhoods of Los Angeles, Leonardo overcame countless challenges to become one of the most renowned film stars in the world. His journey is a vivid testament to perseverance, burning passion, and an unrelenting drive for success. Born on November 11, 1974 in Los Angeles, Leonardo is an only child, raised in a family where his mother worked as a legal secretary and his father was an artist, an environment that helped shape his character and creative inspiration later in life. The name Leonardo carries a special story. His mother felt his first kick while standing in front of a painting by the great artist Leonardo da Vinci in a museum in Italy, a moment rich with artistic significance, almost like a destiny for his future creative path. Leonardo's childhood was marked by challenges as his parents divorced when he was very young, yet they maintained a close relationship and lived next to each other, raising him together in a warm environment with a shared garden, reflecting the openness and free-spirited approach to parenting that Leonardo has often mentioned. Leonardo also quickly formed a close bond with Adam Ferrara, the son of his father's girlfriend, who was not only like a brother to him, but also his first artistic inspiration, marking the beginning of his creative journey. Growing up in a challenging environment filled with hardships and struggles, Leonardo's artistic spirit still shone brightly. From as early as age 2, he loved performing dancing in front of crowds and always making people laugh with his charming impersonations. A turning point came when Leonardo saw Adam earn a paycheck of up to $50,000 for a TV commercial, which sparked in the young boy a belief that dreams could come true. From that moment, Leonardo pursued acting seriously. Although he was rejected at his first audition for being too mischievous, he never gave up on his passion. At one point, he almost switched to breakdancing, a discipline that had earned him second place in a competition in Germany, but in the end, cinema remained where his heart truly belonged. At just 14 years old, Leonardo DiCaprio made his first mark in the entertainment world by starring in a commercial for Matchbox toy cars. This was the starting point for a series of advertising contracts with well-known brands like Kraft Singles Apple Jacks and Bubble Yum. However, to land these opportunities, Leonardo had to spend over a year tirelessly searching for the right agent, a journey that was far from easy. He was even advised to change his name to Lenny Williams to increase his chances of landing roles, but he firmly refused, showing determination and a strong sense of personal identity from an early age. Thanks to quiet but crucial support from a family friend, Leonardo finally caught the attention of casting directors. Starting with small roles in television and film projects, his talent and passion began to be recognized. A significant turning point came when Leonardo was chosen for a role that demanded great emotional depth, allowing him to showcase his exceptional acting ability. This role not only earned him recognition from industry professionals, but also brought him several prestigious nominations for promising young actors. From the very beginning of his entertainment career, Leonardo showed a strong desire to learn, grow, and fully dedicate himself to every role, no matter how small or big. He never stopped pushing himself, from small commercials and TV shows to minor roles with few lines, always striving to leave a lasting impression on the audience. And all of this was just the beginning of the remarkable artistic journey that Leonardo DiCaprio was about to create. In 1991, Leonardo officially stepped into the world of cinema with his first role in a horror film, a project that didn't receive much praise from critics. Though he later jokingly called it a forgettable role, this experience became a crucial turning point that opened the door for him to enter Hollywood. That same year, Leonardo also appeared in a television series playing a homeless teenager with a difficult fate, showcasing his natural ability to embody characters and convey deep emotions. These were the first building blocks that laid the foundation for his impressive career to come. Over the years, Leonardo DiCaprio has become one of Hollywood's biggest stars, cementing his name through prestigious Oscar wins, blockbuster films, and unforgettable moments on the red carpet. From his iconic roles in Titanic and Inception to masterpieces like The Revenant and Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, he has consistently maintained his place in the hearts of audiences and remains a symbol of the silver screen. However, while his career has always been on an upward trajectory, DiCaprio's personal life has been just as complex, especially when it comes to his love life. Despite his numerous high-profile relationships with supermodels and stunning young women, Leonardo DiCaprio has always kept his distance from serious commitments, constantly avoiding the big question that the public has repeatedly asked: why has he never gotten married? Speculation and rumors have surrounded his love life for years. However, after many years at the age of 50, DiCaprio finally revealed the real reason behind his decision to stay single and avoid walking down the aisle. Let's delve into the truth behind why Leonardo DiCaprio claims he will never marry and explore his views on love and personal life. If you're curious about the personal life of global star Leonardo DiCaprio, leave a comment with the number 1. If not, leave a comment with the number 0. Don't forget to like, share the video, and comment below to let us know your thoughts. Be sure to subscribe to our channel so you don't miss any exciting videos. Now let's dive into the story. From a small house in Los Angeles, Leonardo DiCaprio began his journey to become one of the greatest movie stars in the world. Born on November 11, 1974 in California, his background wasn't anything extraordinary, but his life would soon be filled with remarkable twists and turns. Leonardo DiCaprio is the son of Irmelin, a German psychologist, and George DiCaprio, an artist and environmental activist. Although his family wasn't wealthy, Leo's passion for cinema and art was evident from a young age. He began auditioning for roles early on, even as a teenager, driven by an intense love for acting. From the very beginning of his career, Leo proved himself to be an exceptional talent. Although his starting point was small roles in commercials and television shows, he quickly caught the attention of producers and directors. Everything began to change when he starred in This Boy's Life, 1993, alongside Robert De Niro, a role that marked a breakthrough moment in his career. This film showcased his immense potential and set the stage for what would become an extraordinary journey in Hollywood. However, it was Baz Luhrmann's Romeo plus Juliet 1996 and especially Titanic 1997 that truly launched Leonardo DiCaprio into international stardom. Titanic not only became one of the highest-grossing films in cinematic history, but also turned Leo into an icon for an entire generation. With his outstanding performance and irresistible charm, he quickly won the hearts of millions of fans worldwide and gained widespread recognition as one of Hollywood's most talented and captivating actors. Despite the massive success of Titanic, Leonardo DiCaprio refused to be confined to the image of a romantic lead in a blockbuster film. He consistently chose challenging roles and pursued projects with artistic depth, collaborating with renowned directors like Martin Scorsese in films such as Gangs of New York, 2002, The Aviator, 2004, and The Departed, 2006. Each of DiCaprio's performances left a lasting impression, earning admiration from both audiences and critics alike. With his role in The Revenant 2015, Leonardo DiCaprio reached a new pinnacle in his career. Although he had been nominated multiple times over the years, this was the first time he won the Oscar for Best Actor, an award he had pursued and longed for many years. His persistent and courageous performance in the film showcased his dedication and exceptional talent, leaving an indelible mark in cinematic history. Not only renowned for his outstanding acting career, Leonardo DiCaprio is also a passionate and dedicated environmental activist. In 1998, he founded the Leonardo DiCaprio Foundation, aiming to support projects that protect nature and combat global climate change. His relentless efforts to raise public awareness about environmental issues have been widely recognized, making Leonardo one of the most influential celebrities in the movement to protect our planet and promote sustainable development. DiCaprio has not only left his mark on the world of cinema, but also in many other fields, becoming a model of perseverance and dedication. With his exceptional talent, an admirable career, and meaningful contributions, Leonardo DiCaprio continues to be one of the brightest stars in the global film industry. His work both on and off the screen has solidified his legacy as a multifaceted icon inspiring generations to come. Leonardo is the only child of Irmelin Indenbirken, commonly known as Moline, a German-born legal secretary, and George DiCaprio, an artist, underground comic book publisher, and free-spirited creative soul. The couple met while they were college students and later moved to Los Angeles to start their life together. A love for art ran deep in Leonardo's blood from an early age. Even his name carries an artistic legacy. His mother recalled feeling his first kick while admiring a painting by the renowned artist Leonardo da Vinci at a museum in Italy. From that moment, the name was chosen as a destined path for him. However, not long after Leonardo was born, his parents separated. The divorce didn't leave him feeling abandoned. On the contrary, his parents remained fully committed to his upbringing. They chose to live close to each other in two neighboring houses, sharing a garden in East Hollywood. His father lived with his new girlfriend and her son, Adam Ferrar, who would later become an important figure in Leo's early life. The two became as close as brothers and shared common dreams of a career in film. Leo's teenage years were far from easy. He and his mother moved to a poor neighborhood in East LA, an area frequently affected by crime, violence, and drug addiction. He once recalled having to walk to school through streets littered with needles and under the watch of patrolling police. Yet in this environment, Leo always felt loved and encouraged by his mother, who firmly believed in her son's unique potential. Leonardo attended several different schools, including John Marshall High School and the Los Angeles Center for Advanced Studies LACS, which attracted many talented students. However, Leo quickly realized that the traditional school environment wasn't for him. He often felt out of place, bored, and unable to stop daydreaming. What he truly loved was acting, a dream that had sparked within him from a very young age. From the age of just 2, Leonardo showed his uniqueness. He once made an entire crowd laugh during a festival when he spontaneously ran onto the stage and began dancing instinctively. From then on, he started mimicking those around him, creating funny expressions to observe others' reactions. This was the first foundation of what would later become his brilliant acting career. A powerful source of inspiration came to him when he saw Adam Ferrar, his half-brother, receive $50,000 just from a television commercial. For Leo, it was a confirmation that the dream of being on screen wasn't out of reach. He began auditioning at a very young age, though his early days weren't smooth. He was once rejected from a children's TV show for being too mischievous, as he recalled, but the host denied that reason. https://www.youtube.com VHM3J9RMUS36K 5.0. Alongside acting, Leonardo had another passion: breakdancing. He was so deeply in love with the art form that he almost gave up acting to pursue a career as a street dancer. As a teenager, he competed in a breakdancing contest in Germany and won second place. However, his love for the stage and the camera always burned brightly within him, and ultimately the path of acting prevailed. Leonardo Wilhelm DiCaprio was born on November 11, 1974 in Los Angeles, California, USA. He is the only son of Irmelin Indenbirken, a German legal secretary, and George DiCaprio, an artist, comic book publisher, and activist of Italian and German descent. His parents met while they were university students and later moved to Los Angeles after graduating. Leonardo's name was chosen when his mother felt his first kick while standing in front of a painting by Leonardo da Vinci in a museum in Italy. That name and the special moment seemed to mark the beginning of an extraordinary fate for the young boy. When Leonardo was very young, his parents separated. George fell in love with another woman and moved out, but both he and Irmelin were determined to co-parent Leo. They decided to live in adjacent houses, sharing a backyard. George lived with his new girlfriend and her son, Adam Ferrar. Leonardo grew very close to Adam, and he even saw him as a role model during his early years. Later, Leonardo and his mother moved to a neighborhood called Los Feliz, an area in Los Angeles that wasn't exactly easy to live in. Leo once shared that his parents were very open-minded and free-spirited, which greatly shaped his perspective on the world. However, the neighborhood he grew up in was rife with social issues such as crime, addiction, and poverty. Despite the challenges, Leonardo always had a deep trust and admiration for his parents, believing they did everything they could to raise and protect him. Leonardo attended several different schools, including the Los Angeles Center for Advanced Studies and John Marshall High School. However, he never quite found himself drawn to traditional education. He always felt that the classroom was too small compared to the big dreams he was chasing. As a child, Leo dreamed of becoming a marine biologist. He loved the ocean, underwater creatures, and the natural world. But in the end, his passion for performing took the lead. He enjoyed mimicking those around him, making strange facial expressions to make others laugh. He loved making people smile. His love for acting came naturally, as if it had been a part of him since he was little. Although the television show Leonardo appeared in didn't create a major ratings frenzy, his performance left a lasting impression on both audiences and critics, earning him his first nomination as a teen actor, an important milestone in the young actor's career. In 1992, Leonardo took on a small role in a feature film. But the real breakthrough came when a legendary filmmaker personally chose him for his first leading role, portraying a boy with a troubled childhood living with a strict and harsh stepfather. When Leonardo was just 2 years old, he danced on stage at a street festival, causing the audience to burst into laughter. But the biggest turning point came when he saw his half-brother Adam receive $50,000 for a television commercial. For a child raised in humble circumstances, that amount of money represented a whole new world. It made Leonardo realize that with enough effort, he too could create something significant. However, the journey to pursue acting was far from easy. Leonardo spent more than a year and a half searching for an agent. Some of them rejected him, claiming that the name Leonardo DiCaprio was too long and not American enough. One even suggested he change his name to Lenny Williams to be more approachable. But Leonardo refused. He didn't want to lose his personal identity just to fit into Hollywood's mold. With strong support from his father, he continued auditioning and chasing his dream. Finally, with the help of a family friend, Leonardo began to catch the attention of casting directors. He appeared in a series of commercials for brands like Matchbox cars, Kraft Singles Apple Jacks, and Bubble Yum. These early jobs allowed him to gain a foothold in the entertainment industry. In 1989, Leonardo landed his first acting role in the TV series The New Lassie. His small part as Glenn in 2 episodes marked the beginning of many opportunities that would follow. Following this, Leonardo continued to take on small roles in TV shows like Santa Barbara, The Outsiders, and Parenthood. In Parenthood, he portrayed Gary Buckman, a troubled teenager, and his performance earned him 2 Young Artist Award nominations. During this time, he also appeared on the game show Funhouse, where he participated in quirky and comedic challenges like catching fish with his teeth. Even as a teenager, Leonardo showcased his passion and stage presence, making it clear that he was ready to take on larger roles in the future. In 1991, he made his film debut in the B-grade horror movie Critters 3. Though he later joked that it was one of the worst films ever made, it marked an unforgettable milestone in his career. That same year, he took on the role of Luke Brower in the TV series Growing Pains, playing a homeless child adopted by the Seaver family. The role was expected to boost the show's youth audience. Although the ratings didn't improve much, Leonardo made a lasting impression and received another nomination. In 1992, he had a small role in Poison Ivy alongside Drew Barrymore, but true success came when Robert De Niro chose him for the lead role in This Boy's Life, a film based on the memoir of author Tobias Wolff. He played Toby, a teenager caught between the control and emotional abuse of his stepfather. It was a challenging role, and Leonardo had to learn a great deal to perform well in his first major film. Director Michael Caton Jones candidly remarked that Leonardo didn't fully understand how to act in front of the camera at the time, but thanks to his discipline and careful guidance, young DiCaprio made tremendous progress in a short amount of time. The film received widespread praise from critics, especially for Leonardo's portrayal of the character's growth. His performance was lauded for its depth, capturing the complex inner turmoil of a boy struggling with family pressures and life's challenges. It was the first time people truly began to take notice of Leonardo DiCaprio as a serious acting talent, not just another young face in Hollywood. However, Leo didn't stop there. Just a year later, he took a significant leap forward in his career with a challenging role in What's Eating Gilbert Grape, where he played Arnie, a young boy with an intellectual disability. This performance earned him his first Academy Award nomination at just 19 years old, a feat few young actors achieve. His authentic emotional and nuanced portrayal led many to believe that the director had hired a person with an actual disability for the role, and that in itself was the highest compliment to Leonardo's acting ability. From then on, his career continued to skyrocket. In 1996, Leonardo starred in Romeo plus Juliet, a modern take on Shakespeare's famous play. Just a year later, he became a global sensation with his portrayal of Jack Dawson in the 1997 blockbuster Titanic. The film not only shattered box office records but also propelled Leonardo DiCaprio into a new stratosphere of fame. From a talented young actor, he transformed into a global cinematic icon, loved and adored worldwide. However, the rapid rise to fame and the romantic image of Jack Dawson made Leonardo reluctant to be typecast. He didn't want to be forever known as the Titanic guy. After a period of rest, he returned to the screen with a more defined direction, choosing roles with depth and a variety of character traits. In 2002, he starred in two notable films, Catch Me If You Can and Gangs of New York. The latter was particularly significant as it marked Leonardo's first collaboration with the legendary director Martin Scorsese, a partnership that would go on to shape many of his future critically acclaimed works. Since then, Leonardo has continuously challenged himself with complex roles. In 2004, he portrayed Howard Hughes, a wealthy businessman struggling with mental illness in The Aviator. In 2006, he played Danny Archer, a diamond smuggler in Blood Diamond, and Billy Costigan, an undercover cop in The Departed, a film that won the Oscar for Best Picture. Each role represented a new step in his career, showcasing Leonardo's relentless effort to solidify his position as a powerhouse actor with undeniable talent. In 2008, he starred in a deeply psychological film that explored marital crises and the transitional phase of adulthood, a role that demanded great emotional depth and introspection. In the following years, Leonardo continued to make waves with a series of critically acclaimed films, showcasing his versatility through complex and compelling characters. Finally, after multiple nominations without a win in 2015, he earned the prestigious Oscar for his outstanding performance in a gripping survival drama, where he portrayed a man battling not only the harsh elements of nature, but also his own inner struggles to survive and seek justice. This achievement stands as a testament to his relentless dedication and the true caliber of one of the greatest actors of his generation. After numerous nominations in 2016, Leonardo DiCaprio finally won the Oscar for Best Actor with his performance in The Revenant. In the film, he portrayed a frontiersman left to survive in the harsh wilderness, fighting for survival and revenge. The role required him to endure freezing temperatures, eat raw liver, and perform intense scenes, all of which proved his unwavering dedication to the craft of acting. He then appeared in Quentin Tarantino's Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, and more recently, Don't Look Up, a satirical comedy about modern politics and society. In 2023, Leonardo continued his collaboration with Martin Scorsese in Killers of the Flower Moon, a film highly praised for both its content and artistic quality. Beyond his acting career, Leonardo has also made significant strides in producing founding Appian Way Productions, a company that has supported the production of numerous films and TV shows, including the series In addition to his acting career, Leonardo DiCaprio is widely recognized for his active role as an environmental advocate. He founded the Leonardo DiCaprio Foundation to raise awareness about climate change and wildlife conservation. For his contributions to both the arts and society in 2005, he was awarded the French Order of Arts and Letters. In 2016, Time magazine named him one of the 100 most influential people in the world, and he was appointed as a United Nations peace messenger focusing on environmental issues. After more than 3 decades in the entertainment industry, Leonardo DiCaprio is not only one of the greatest actors in the world, but also a symbol of using fame for greater causes. In 2022, he was voted one of the 50 greatest actors of all time in a poll conducted by Empire magazine. Yet behind all the glamour and success, there's always one question that piques people's curiosity. Why has Leonardo DiCaprio never married? That question has followed him for many years. Wherever he appears, from red carpet events, interviews, to press conferences, people always ask him about marriage. And now, as he turns 50, Leonardo seems finally ready to share the truth behind this personal decision. But to fully understand his answer, we must look back at his entire romantic journey from the very beginning. For a long time, Leonardo DiCaprio has been known as one of Hollywood's most eligible bachelors, having dated a string of the world's most beautiful women. And whenever he steps out with anyone, the media pays special attention. Over the years, Leonardo DiCaprio has been linked to several famous women, particularly top models and actresses from around the world. And indeed, this has become a template that the media and the public often refer to whenever discussing his love life. One of the first names publicly associated with him was Bridget Hall, a famous model who worked for Victoria's Secret in the 1990s. The two were often seen together at events around 1994. Although not much was confirmed, most people believed she was his first model girlfriend, setting the stage for the string of high-profile relationships that would follow. Shortly after it was Naomi Campbell, an iconic supermodel, who became linked to Leonardo. Rumors about their relationship circulated in the mid-90s. Although their romance was brief and never officially confirmed, what stood out was how the two maintained a close friendship over the years. They were often spotted together on vacations or at major charity events. In fact, in 2015, rapper 50 Cent posted a photo showing both Campbell and DiCaprio standing next to each other with a humorous caption, "I'm photobombed by the hottest people in the world. You should try living like this for once." Next came Kristen Zhang, another model whom Leonardo publicly brought to the premiere of Romeo plus Juliet in 1996. However, their relationship ended just before Titanic was released, a turning point that would forever alter his career and life. Then, another surprising name appeared, Demi Moore. The two were seen together in 1997 at a time when Moore was still married to Bruce Willis. While there was never any solid proof that they were romantically involved, the rumors spread quickly within the entertainment industry, sparking a number of debates in the press. Another model who appeared in the list of rumored relationships was Helena Christensen, another international beauty icon. She and Leonardo were often seen together at parties after Titanic was released. However, like the previous cases, there was no confirmation from either side. Some believed they were just friends, while others speculated that they had a brief romantic fling. In the following years, Leonardo's love life was filled with short-term relationships and a slew of rumors that were never confirmed. One of those was with Amber Valletta, a prominent model at the time. According to some sources, Leonardo saw her photo in a magazine and immediately asked his friends to find a way to contact her. The story sounded almost like something out of a movie, but once again, No one ever confirmed whether it was true. Later, Amber married an Olympic athlete and eventually settled down with a financial expert. Eva Herzegovina, the Czech model, is another name that has been mentioned in connection with Leonardo. It was rumored that they had a brief 2-month romance after meeting at the premiere of The Man in the Iron Mask. However, Eva later denied any romantic involvement between them, casting further doubt on the authenticity of the relationship and leaving the public to question the truth behind the rumors. The first relationship of Leonardo DiCaprio that was considered serious and long-term was with Gisele Bündchen, one of the most famous supermodels in the world. The two dated from 1999 to 2005, a significant 6-year period for Leonardo. During their time together, they not only supported each other professionally, but also worked on environmental campaigns. In 2004, they even visited the Amazon rainforest together to raise awareness about global ecological issues, showcasing their shared commitment to the environment. Gisele later shared about that time in her memoir, Lessons: My Path to a Meaningful Life, published in 2018. She wrote that by the end of their relationship, she had changed a lot, quitting smoking, cutting back on alcohol, and starting to live a healthier lifestyle. She began to ask herself deep questions about life and herself. Am I the only one seeking enlightenment and change, while he continues to live the same way? According to Gisele, the answer was yes. The differences in their lifestyles and future directions seemed to be what led to their breakup. Later, Gisele married NFL star Tom Brady and built a happy family. However, her relationship with Leonardo remains one of the most talked-about love stories of early 2000s Hollywood. Over the years, Leonardo DiCaprio has not only stood out for his remarkable acting career, but also for drawing public attention with a series of romantic relationships with models, actresses, and other famous names. Each relationship has sparked rumors and speculations surrounding his private life. Notably, DiCaprio became known for dating younger women, often high-profile models. One of his first relationships that garnered attention was with supermodel Gisele Bündchen. The couple began dating in the early 2000s, and their relationship lasted for 5 years. Despite their breakup, Gisele moved on with her life and career, while DiCaprio continued with a series of relationships afterward. DiCaprio's relationship with Bar Raffaelli, the famous Israeli model, also captured the media's attention for years. They dated from 2005 to 2011, and throughout this time, there was much speculation about whether DiCaprio was truly ready for a long-term commitment. Despite their years together, their relationship ended without a wedding or any form of lasting commitment, leading many to question whether DiCaprio was actually interested in marriage. After Bar Raffaelli, Leo continued to attract attention with high-profile relationships, from Blake Lively to Tony Garn, and later his relationship with supermodel Kelly Rohrbach. Each time DiCaprio was publicly seen with someone, the media amplified the situation, filling headlines with rumors and speculations about his love life. However, the longest and most attention-grabbing relationship in recent years for DiCaprio was with Camila Morrone. The couple began dating in 2017, and their relationship lasted for 5 years. Despite the significant age gap, Leo was nearly 43 at the time, while Camila was just 20. They kept their relationship relatively private, rarely appearing together in public. Nevertheless, their relationship came to an unexpected end in 2022, leaving many people surprised. After his breakup with Camila, public attention quickly shifted to new dating rumors surrounding DiCaprio. Speculation about his relationship with another famous model, Gigi Hadid, quickly spread after they were spotted together at several events. However, close friends of DiCaprio were quick to confirm that they were just friends and that there was nothing more serious between them. Leonardo DiCaprio's relationships with young models have always been a topic of considerable attention and controversy. One of the reasons he frequently becomes the center of public discussion is that his girlfriends often tend to be significantly younger than he is. This age difference has sparked endless questions and lively debates in the media and among fans about the actor's personal life. Despite facing mixed opinions, Leonardo has skillfully maintained a private and discreet personal life, sharing very little about his relationships with the public. His careful approach to protecting his privacy has helped him preserve his image and earn respect within the entertainment industry and among fans over the years. Although it may leave many wondering if DiCaprio will ever find the right woman to marry, he remains one of Hollywood's undeniable icons. DiCaprio has always remained loyal to his acting career, never allowing his romantic relationships to overshadow his professional life. Every time he steps onto the red carpet or joins a new project, he proves his acting talent and dedication to his craft. One of DiCaprio's most notable early relationships was with supermodel Bar Raffaelli. They met at a party in Las Vegas and dated for 5 years. During this time, they frequently appeared together at major events such as a Lakers basketball game in 2010. However, their relationship ended in May 2011, and Raffaelli later shared in an interview that the breakup helped her grow and become more self-aware. "I learned a lot about myself. I became a better version of myself and grew stronger. I'm no longer afraid of being alone." After his breakup with Raffaele, DiCaprio soon had a brief fling with Russian supermodel Anne Violitsina. Although they were spotted together for a short period, the relationship was short-lived and ended without much fanfare. Anne Violitsina later married singer Adam Levine, and they went on to build a happy family together. One of the most high-profile relationships in the years that followed was with actress Blake Lively, the star of Gossip Girl. Their romance captivated the public's curiosity and became a hot topic in the media. The couple was quickly spotted together on a yacht in Cannes, and later traveling to various places from Italy to New York and Australia. They even shared intimate moments through photos and everyday stories. A memorable moment from this time was shared by Gossip Girl producer Joshua Safran, who revealed that Blake had a doll she would frequently take pictures of and send to DiCaprio. It was her way of documenting moments before Instagram became the social media trend it is today. However, like many of his relationships, this one too came to a swift end, almost like a fleeting breeze in DiCaprio's tumultuous love life. Next came his relationship with Erin Heatherton, the famous Victoria's Secret model. The two were spotted cycling around New York City in 2012, sparking rumors of a romance. However, although this relationship didn't last long, Erin later shared that she and DiCaprio remained good friends. "He's a great person and a friend to me. I wish him all the best," she said. This suggests that their relationship ended on good terms without any tension or animosity. Another notable relationship of DiCaprio was with Miranda Kerr, the famous Australian supermodel. In 2013, shortly after Miranda separated from Orlando Bloom, rumors began circulating that she and DiCaprio were dating after they were spotted having dinner together in Las Vegas. However, their close friends denied that it was a romantic relationship, stating that it was simply a friendly meetup. Miranda Kerr later married tech billionaire Evan Spiegel, the founder of Snapchat, and had 2 children with him. In 2013, DiCaprio's relationship with Brazilian model Kat Torres also became public. Kat revealed that she and DiCaprio met at a party and then had a discreet relationship with an agreement never to disclose anything about each other to the public. While Kat shared that the relationship was quite pleasant, the media dismissed this information, claiming that there was never really a serious relationship between them. Shortly after that, DiCaprio began dating German model Toni Garn in 2014. Their relationship lasted around 18 months in silence, and they broke up in December 2015. After their breakup, Toni Garn married actor Alex Pettyfer in 2020. Although they no longer had a romantic relationship, they maintained a good friendship. Later at an event, DiCaprio and Toni were spotted walking together in New York, prompting the public to question whether they had rekindled their romance or were simply old friends. In 2015, Leonardo surprised everyone when he was spotted getting close to Kelly Rohrbach, an actress and model famous for her role in Baywatch. They were seen together at the U.S. Open and cycling around New York, sparking media frenzy over their relationship. However, like many of his past relationships, their romance didn't last long. In 2016, after high-profile flings with models, Leo found himself once again the subject of dating rumors with younger beauties. His relationships with young models continued to attract attention throughout the following years. In mid-2016, Leonardo DiCaprio began dating Nina Agdal, a young Danish model who was just 24 at the time. Their relationship was seen as more open and relaxed compared to Leonardo's previous romances. Although there were moments when the media speculated that their bond was growing more serious, the couple ultimately parted ways quietly and amicably. Unlike many of Leonardo's past relationships, which often attracted intense attention and controversy, this romance ended without any drama or conflict, marking a more mature and discreet chapter in his love life. However, one notable aspect is that despite the numerous romantic relationships and models, DiCaprio has always managed to maintain privacy and discretion when it comes to his personal life. He has never allowed his love life to become the focal point of the public eye throughout the years. By staying silent on the matter, he has turned the question of his marital life into an endless topic for the media and fans alike. Leonardo DiCaprio's relationships have always been a major topic of interest in the entertainment world, and like many of his past romances, the stories surrounding him are filled with drama and even rumors. One of the most prominent rumors came in 2016 when DiCaprio was spotted with singer Rihanna at the Coachella Music Festival. The pair were later seen at parties in Paris and at Rihanna's birthday bash in 2017, which further fueled the speculation. The rumors intensified when a French tabloid claimed that DiCaprio had gotten Rihanna pregnant. However, this story was completely false, and DiCaprio took legal action against the publication, eventually winning the case. Although there was no concrete evidence to suggest that they were an actual couple, the public remained intrigued by the sight of two huge stars together. In July 2016, DiCaprio began a relationship with Nina Agdal, a famous model from Denmark. At the time, Nina was 24 years old, and their relationship appeared to be more open compared to his previous ones. By October of the same year, reports suggested that their relationship had become more serious. However, like many of DiCaprio's past relationships, their romance ended quietly without any dramatic public breakup or headlines. At the end of 2017, Camila Morrone entered Leonardo DiCaprio's life, marking one of the longest and most stable relationships in his romantic journey, lasting nearly 5 years. Camila, a young actress and model, faced much public and media scrutiny, primarily focused on the significant age difference between her and Leonardo. However, she did not hesitate to respond to negative comments on social media, affirming that love between two consenting adults, regardless of age gap, is completely normal and deserves respect. Camila also emphasized that relationships with large age differences are not uncommon both in film history and real life, and that the most important thing is the sincerity and connection between the two people. Their relationship overcame many challenges and has consistently been regarded as one of the most admired romances in the entertainment industry. Camila Morrone continued to share her views in an interview with the Los Angeles Times. There are many relationships in Hollywood and throughout history where people have a significant age gap. I think everyone has the right to date whoever they want to date. She also admitted that she was somewhat curious about the age difference, but didn't let it become a big issue in their relationship. A special detail is that Camila posted a photo of herself at Koh Phi in Thailand, the location where DiCaprio filmed The Beach in 1999. Although the couple attended the 2020 Academy Awards separately, they were still seated next to each other inside the venue, further fueling rumors about the seriousness of their relationship. After Leonardo DiCaprio's relationship with Camila Morrone ended in August 2022, public attention quickly shifted to the potential new women who could enter the actor's life. Among them, the famous supermodel Gigi Hadid became a name that attracted much attention and speculation. Rumors of a relationship between Leo and Gigi began to circulate shortly after his breakup with Camila. The couple was spotted having intimate meetings and spending time together, sparking speculation about a romantic relationship. Paparazzi didn't miss any moment of their encounters, from public dates to photos of them together at various events. However, despite the many rumors, both Leonardo and Gigi never officially confirmed their relationship. Despite the growing rumors about their relationship, according to sources close to Leo, the duo was simply friends and nothing beyond that. One insider told the Daily Mail that Leo and Gigi had tried dating for a while to see if a romantic relationship could develop, but ultimately nothing came of it. Those close to them stated that both highly valued each other as friends, and the relationship remained strictly platonic. Nevertheless, the public's curiosity continues to thrive. Fans and the media alike have been eagerly awaiting an official statement from both about their relationship. However, to date, there's no indication that Leonardo DiCaprio and Gigi Hadid have any intention of taking their connection further. The story of DiCaprio and his love life remains a captivating topic, not only because of his successful career, but also because of the intriguing relationships he's been involved in. After DiCaprio and Camila broke up, many rumors began to surface, suggesting that DiCaprio was dating Gigi Hadid. Paparazzi closely followed their every move, and headlines about their alleged relationship were constantly appearing. However, sources close to DiCaprio eventually spoke out. One source said that Leo and Gigi had tried dating for a while to see if anything could develop, but in the end, they maintained a long-standing friendship and nothing romantic ever happened. This helped put an end to the rumors about a romantic relationship between the two. With his love life, Leonardo DiCaprio has become an icon not only in the film industry, but also in the stories surrounding his relationships. Although his romances are usually kept private and occasionally caught up in loud rumors, there's no denying that the public constantly keeps an eye on his every move, and his relationships continue to be a never-ending topic of conversation. Leonardo DiCaprio's relationships have always drawn public attention, and the rumors surrounding him rarely ever stop. Although DiCaprio tends to keep his love life private and rarely acknowledges romantic involvement, publicly news about him and various women continues to surface. Gigi Hadid is one of the more prominent names linked to him recently, and despite numerous rumors about their relationship, insiders have maintained that DiCaprio and Gigi are just friends. Neither of them has ever publicly commented on the dating rumors, and with Gigi currently in a relationship with Bradley Cooper, the speculation about her and Leo has become even more unclear. But DiCaprio's relationships are never short of surprises. Recently, another name has drawn significant attention: Vittoria Ceretti. In 2023, DiCaprio was rumored to be dating Vittoria, a well-known Italian model. The rumors began to spread after the two were spotted together at the Cannes Film Festival during the premiere of Killers of the Flower Moon in May. Shortly after, they were seen together at various other locations, including parties and major events such as the Rolling Stones concert in Las Vegas and Art Basel in Miami. Vittoria Ceretti, who began modeling at the age of 14 and has worked with major fashion houses such as Versace, Gucci, and Alexander McQueen, has built a successful career in the fashion industry. Before meeting DiCaprio, she was married to Italian DJ Matteo Milleri, but their marriage ended in 2023. After that, she and DiCaprio started spending time together and things progressed rather quickly. The couple was seen together at various locations, and in September 2023, they were even photographed with DiCaprio's family, leading many to believe that their relationship was becoming serious. However, despite the seemingly strong bond between DiCaprio and Vittoria, insiders say that marriage is not something DiCaprio desires for the future. A source told Page 6 that although DiCaprio is very fond of Vittoria and enjoys his time with her, he has no intention of getting married. Leo doesn't feel the need to get married for things to be official in his eyes, the source explained. Clearly, DiCaprio does not view marriage as a necessity in his life, even though his relationship with Vittoria may continue to grow. Another insider revealed that while DiCaprio isn't interested in marriage, Vittoria may still be holding on to hope for a future together. She might be on a mission to become Mrs. DiCaprio, highlighting a clear mismatch in their expectations for the relationship. This creates a striking contrast in how the two view the future of their relationship. For DiCaprio, his love life is always complex and unpredictable. Whether his relationships last long or are brief, they consistently attract significant public attention. Yet he remains determined to keep his private life under wraps, not letting the public know too much about his personal affairs. Without a doubt, the story of DiCaprio and the women in his life will continue to be a topic of curiosity for some time to come. The relationship between Leonardo DiCaprio and Vittoria Ceretti seems to be developing, but it continues to raise questions about their future, especially regarding marriage. Vittoria, the renowned Italian model, isn't just an ordinary girlfriend. A source from In Touch Weekly revealed that she is investing in this relationship on every level, from getting to know DiCaprio to loving him in a deeper way. This seems very important to DiCaprio, who is known for his somewhat eccentric personality and a very private side. Vittoria might be the kind of woman who understands and respects that, helping them build a lasting bond. However, if she's hoping for a wedding in the future, it could be an uphill battle. Although there's no wedding ring, some have noticed the diamond ring Vittoria wears, which sparked rumors among fans that DiCaprio might have proposed. In reality, that ring has been part of Vittoria's jewelry collection long before she met DiCaprio. This only reinforces the speculation that marriage isn't a priority for him. Still, fans jokingly say that maybe DiCaprio is finally ready to settle down as he approaches his 50s. Even though DiCaprio is now in his 50s, those close to him believe that marriage is still not something he desires. Throughout his career, he has dated many famous women from Gisele Bündchen to Bar Raffaele and Camila Morrone, but has never come close to tying the knot. Whenever a relationship starts to get serious, it seems like something holds him back from taking the next step. Although his relationship with Vittoria appears to be lasting longer than previous ones, there are still no signs of a wedding on the horizon. However, another story that's drawing attention is whether DiCaprio will become a father in the future. In a recent interview, he openly shared that fatherhood is something he still wants. He said, "I'm sure it will happen, and that's the truth. I'm not getting any younger." This is the first time he has truly spoken about his desire to have children, indicating a shift in how he's thinking about the future. Although there are no signs he's about to get married, this still marks a significant step forward in DiCaprio's personal outlook on life. However, those who know DiCaprio well believe he still won't get married. A source revealed Leo's true passion is acting. Relationships often take a back seat because he immerses himself completely in each role, which is what makes him so successful. DiCaprio always gives his full attention to his career, and when a relationship becomes serious, he often pulls back to refocus on his work. Leonardo DiCaprio is a dedicated actor, and his career has always been his top priority. From the very beginning, he learned and worked alongside seasoned actors like Robert De Niro in This Boy's Life, an experience that profoundly changed his perspective on acting. DiCaprio once shared with The Guardian that he recognized De Niro's level of skill and told himself he would never waste this opportunity. It was this dedication that helped him rise to the pinnacle of Hollywood. Perhaps it is also this same dedication that has kept him from ever feeling ready to settle down through marriage. Throughout his career, Leonardo DiCaprio has been involved in numerous high-profile relationships, yet he has maintained a familiar pattern. Whenever things start to get serious, he pulls back before making a long-term commitment. His relationship with Vittoria might be a notable exception, but so far there's been no indication of a major milestone like a wedding in the near future. However, with Vittoria by his side, someone who is considered mature and understanding, it appears that Leonardo is enjoying a more stable and harmonious phase in his personal life. As for whether he will become a husband or a father, that remains an open question, fitting with the distance and privacy he has maintained throughout the years. As Leonardo DiCaprio approaches his 50th birthday on November 11, 2024, many are beginning to wonder what will the next chapter of his life look like. For someone who has spent most of his life in the spotlight, public curiosity is only natural. However, this time it seems Leonardo himself is approaching things with a deeper and more peaceful perspective. In a rare personal revelation, he expressed a desire to become a father, a private aspect he rarely discusses. While this doesn't necessarily signal an impending marriage, it opens a new dimension in how he views his future, a future that may focus more on family than ever before. While his desire to become a father is becoming increasingly clear, those close to him agree that marriage is still not part of Leonardo's current plans. He has always been known for his passionate dedication to the art of cinema. His career remains his top priority, and this is clearly reflected in the way he lives and works. Each role is not just a project, but a part of his rich and profound inner life. It is this dedication that helped him overcome early struggles to become a global film icon. Collaborations with industry legends have shaped him into a disciplined, determined artist who relentlessly pursues perfection. This commitment serves as both a strong foundation for his success and a barrier that makes him hesitant when considering long-term commitments in his personal life. His familiar pattern continues to repeat passionate relationships that often end as they enter serious stages. Fans can recognize this through various phases, from flashing cameras at major events to private vacations filled with speculation. However, no one can deny that DiCaprio remains true to his nature, a dedicated artist, and someone who always keeps his most precious matters to himself. Now, the relationship with Vittoria might be one of the most beautiful chapters the public has ever witnessed. They spend plenty of time together in everyday moments, appear side by side at events both big and small, a constant presence yet never showy. There may never be a lavish wedding or a flashy ring, but that doesn't mean the relationship lacks meaning. It might be a quiet commitment fitting for someone who's long been in the spotlight yet always kept a part of himself private. Leonardo DiCaprio has conquered countless heights in his career, and now as he looks toward the future, he doesn't need to follow the path others expect of him. Whether on screen or in real life, he continues to write his own story in a way that's unmistakably Leonardo. Leonardo DiCaprio has always maintained that marriage isn't necessary to prove love. Though he's been through many relationships and is approaching 50, he seems content with where he is now. Still, the future always holds the possibility of change. Thank you for taking the time to follow this fascinating story about Leonardo DiCaprio's journey in love. Whatever path he chooses next in life, one thing is certain: Leo remains an irreplaceable icon of cinema and a symbol of his own unique lifestyle. If you found this video helpful or interesting, don't forget to like and share it, so others can enjoy it too, and make sure to subscribe to the channel to join me for more exciting stories ahead. See you in the next video.